Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Utah Utes, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, Utes. Just ran away from the defense.
Unbelievable way to start this playoff game for this offense. First touch of the football, you get a hat on a hat up front, and you can see the speed in that backfield for a big touchdown to get things started.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Gain moves the ball to the 38. Another first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Good throw with the quarterback off the RPO.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't, so now we've got a fourth down.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 for the first possession. Looks like Auburn will have the first down. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Right. Gaining on the ground. Auburn now operating in the red zone. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Auburn. This quarterback on fire today. See if they can convert the point after. And it's up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Utes offense takes the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? And here's the handoff. It's a fumble. The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession. The Utes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Utes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Toss play to the outside. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Receiver in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Utes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Quarterback's got it on the option. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks. Confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws it to the right. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 40. The 20. At the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First play at the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The linebacker shifting around now. It's an option look. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. It's a quick grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They're going to run it. The Utes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They'll run the option. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And just think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football. Well, way back, the guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that can dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Here's the 2nd down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Seventh play of the drive coming up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Eighth play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the Utes will have to kick this away. Looking to flip the field here. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. He hands it off from the gun. Trucks through the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, that is a 1st down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I'll tell you, every single year on the plays, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The offense won with the hurry up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Second down after that run on the previous play. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Can he make it to the marker? And they pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 25. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the 1st half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the 1st half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Auburn. Still no answer for this offense. They're set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Ball's incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off that he can. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled after the catch. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking tackles. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Running back with the football. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside.
Powerful running into the secondary. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game. Fights off a defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll hand it off.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll set up for the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Utah offense takes the field. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, and I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Kemp. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the deep?
It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5.
Get set.
Looking to throw again. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Got it.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try.
Easy.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's got his man wide open. Tackle made after a big gain. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Offense in hurry-up mode. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet anytime you see that kind of...
Touchdown, Auburn. And this one is getting ugly.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Here we go. Clear.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They're trying to run it with the option. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important third down attempt for this offense.
Ready, set. Terrier.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Utes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Handoff from the shotgun.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
They're going to run the option. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Coming up, second down and goal. Keep it on the ground. Makes his way in for the score. Touchdown, Utah.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
BAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. Auburn now operating in the red zone. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty.
Got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Moves. Cut it. Cut it.
And he drops back in the gun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Utah offense takes the field. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Utes looking to run some tempo here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it. Who makes the grab? An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the Utes with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Graham behind the line. It's Kemp. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Man, put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver. So it's the instincts, and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Tries the right with a quick throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target. But this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He finds his man. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Look at the big man rumbling there. That's a nice pickup after the catch.
It's unbelievable how athletic this guy is at that size to be able to not just only catch the football, but then what he does after he's able to catch the ball. It shows you the speed and how nimble he is. Really impressed by what this young man offers this offense.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Quarterback still with the football. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
It's an option look. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Important 2nd down play coming up.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course.
Ringo! Ringo!
The quarterback making some changes at the line. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the catch. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.